Mahindra Centuro is the third motorcycle from Mahindra two-wheelers, an effort from the highly successful utility vehicle giant to establish itself firmly in the Indian two-wheeler market. Talking of the design, the dome houses a large reflector and a bright set of 3 LED pilot lamps on each side, which definitely looks appealing. A set of clear lens multi-reflector blinkers add to attraction. The fuel tank has been retained from Pantero and the bike from Mahindra. Pantero wasn't exactly a pretty bike, and comparatively Centuro is far a better looking bike. Many parts have been carried over from the Pantero, like the 5-spoke alloy wheels and the exhaust. The rear upswept seat and the chunky grab rails, however, are different in design. In terms of build quality, the Centuro is a well-designed motorcycle. There are some minor areas where lack of finishing is noticeable, but that shouldn't bother a buyer much. The bike could have done away with the set of golden bars under the tank which Mahindra has carried over from the firm's high-end 300cc Mojo, which is yet to be launched. The Centuro boasts of features that have not been seen even on premium bikes in India. For example, the digital instrument console on the Centuro comes with distance to empty or DTE feature that analyzes the fuel consumption after every 100 ml and lets you know of the distance that could be covered with the remaining amount of fuel. Also, a service reminder has been embedded into the dash. The most interesting part, however, is the key. Centuro features a flip-type key similar to that of the cars and has a 96-bit encryption which should make any robbery attempt useless. The mechanism is connected to an engine immobilizer function that disables the engine. Also, there is an inbuilt anti-theft alarm which gets activated and buzzes for 2 minutes, audible from a distance when a breach is attempted. Now here is the question, have you ever hunted for your own bike in a parking lot? I have, but with Centuro, you don't have to do it because it has got the inbuilt Findme Lamps, which will help you locate the bike in a large parking lot during the night or even daytime. As in cars, a dedicated button on the flip key activates a twin beep sound while also flashing the blinkers, pilot lamps and the tail lamps. If that wasn't enough, the Centuro also features something called guide lamps that keeps the pilot and tail lamps on for 10 seconds even after you pull out the key. This eliminates the surrounding, helping you find your way in dark. A small LED torch has been built into the flip key, with help of which you can fight darkness and locate keyhole of the door with ease. You can also hunt for little things that you intend to lose in the dark. Coming to the geeky section of the review, the bike is powered by a 106.7cc single-cylinder 4-stroke air-cooled engine which makes 8.5 PS at 7,500 rpm and 8.5 Nm at 5,500 rpm. The engine is not very powerful but okay for the segment. The power is transmitted using 4-speed gearbox. The start button instantly cranks the engine, which feels refined doing moderate speeds in all gears. The fuel tank has a capacity of 12.7 liters and delivers a mileage of 85.4 km per liter under ideal test conditions, of course. So I guess it's time to crank up the engine and put the bike to a test. The Mahindra Centuro is quite handsome on the handling front. With a weight distribution ratio of 46 on the front and 54 on the rear, the Centuro has managed to amaze me. The 5-step rear suspension is set slightly stiff, but then if you are carrying a pillion rider, which is true in most of the cases in a country like India, the stiff suspension should provide you with good absorption capability without bottoming out. There are no unpleasant vibrations as such and the ride quality is just great. If there is an area that Mahindra could really work on, it's definitely the gearbox. But that said, it's not that bad either. Working on the refinement of engine would place it alongside the products from biggies like Honda and Bajaj. To conclude the video, the Centuro scores well on most of the parameters for its segment. It may not be an epitome of refinement, but it's still a well-engineered bike. It's loaded with a lot of features and good performance for the price, and also delivers decent fuel efficiency. The bike can be bought for an ex-showroom price of Rs 45,000, making it a value for money package. Mahindra Centuro is indeed a very good commuter bike. I hope you loved the review. please subscribe channel over here.